Hey guys, it's Max Power here again with another Terminator item, another collectible that I have. What I have here is the Hollywood Collectors Group HCG T800 Endoarm. This one's the battle damage. I don't believe that the HCG did two versions of it. I think they just did the battle damage. Sideshow Collectibles is the one that did the all chrome one, and it didn't have the top. The HCG does come with the acrylic top, so that was nice because from what I read, the people that got the Sideshow collectible, although that's really super nice with it being all chrome, they wanted the top. So they would spend the money and get an acrylic one made, a custom one made, or a glass one made. So I bet that looks fantastic. But I missed out on that one. So when this one came out, I wanted to complete my Terminator collection, and I just felt that if you didn't have the Endoarm, the chip, those two things together, you really it's hard to think that your Terminator collection is complete, at least in my opinion. So I went ahead, and as soon as one was available, I bought it. So I really like how this one came out. As always, I would have loved to have had the Sideshow collectible one because it's all chrome, but the battle damage on this one is done pretty nicely. I think HCG did a good job with it. I like the acrylic, although to be honest with you, it's I don't really use it. I just take it off and just pose it without it. So every now and then I do use it just to keep dust off, but I really don't. I'm gonna go ahead and get close, give you a 360. It's a big item, so I'm not far enough away so I can get the whole thing. So I'll have to come in close and do a 360 on one section at a time. They did 750 of these. Mine happens to be 327. There's a few things here. Again, HCG, and I've said this before. They do good work, but it feels like sometimes they just kind of, I don't know, quality control issues, or they do something wrong. So the same thing kind of happened with this one. I'll show you what that is. All right, let's get in and get close to it so I can show you the base. So excuse me, bear with me as I using a new tripod, and it's kind of a little hard to adjust on the fly. So I'm gonna get down here and show you what the base is pretty simple, nothing really to it. You can read what it says here and pause it if you'd like, but okay, let me go back and do a 360. So nothing to it. That's where the light feature is. Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top off because as nice as it is, it does give glare to the arm, and we don't want glare. But I'm going to just kind of go over it to let you see what the acrylic piece looks like. So. So the one thing too, I don't know if whoever got this piece, if they had the same problem. The acrylic piece didn't come nice and clean. It had scuff marks from. Let me see if I can catch it here. It has scuff marks right there, and a few sections where it was just scratched. So considering this is supposed to be clear and kind of a glass, it was kind of disappointing that mine had a few nicks and scratches. But again, I don't really post this with it on, so it doesn't really matter. But it is kind of irritating that it did have those scuff marks on it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take off the top. Excuse me for a moment there as I put the tripod down and take this off. Okay. All right, let's see. So one thing that that I noticed as soon as I got my endoskeleton or my Endoarm is that my base is kind of crooked. I don't know if you can see here. I know I can see it from right here, but the base doesn't seem like it was really put flat or made flat. It does have kind of a slight to the right unbalance, I guess. I don't know what really how to describe it, but it is. So sometimes what I do is I'll put a little piece of paper underneath it to make it a little more balanced, more straight. It's kind of annoying for that, but again, that I'm kind of used to. A lot of the pieces that I have from Hollywood Collectors, they always have something that I guess was overlooked. At least that's my experience. This piece right here that goes into the base, and this is where the end arm connects or goes in, is actually removable. So you can remove the arm, and all it is just a hole. Again, I don't know what it is with Hollywood Collectors Group when it comes to these kind of things, but they never make it snug. That's the same thing that happened with my, I think it was my, what was it, collectible? I can't think of the collectible, but when you insert the piece, it's just not straight. It's just not snug, and it really should be more snug. As you can see, it kind of tilts, and along with the base being a little cockeyed, this doesn't really help either. So what I did is I actually put a piece of paper in here and made it a little bit more snug because it was actually a lot looser than this. So that kind of keeps the arm a little bit more straighter. Another annoying thing from Hollywood Collectors Group. I don't mean to bash Hollywood Collectors Group. I think they make wonderful stuff. It's just that it's QC. I mean, these things are expensive, and when it comes to something like this, it's little things like this that shouldn't be overlooked. It should be, someone should be there and say, "Hey, man, look, this is crooked or it's moving a lot. Let's fix it." It shouldn't take that long or that much effort to fix this. Anyway, going back to the actual arm, again, really nice weathering. I think they did a fantastic job on the weathering. It's this is slightly better than I think than the Battle Damage Sideshow Collectibles weathering that they did. So I really like how they did that. It does look rather. I think the bust, the one that just came out, I think their weathering is a little bit better because it looks more natural. While this still has kind of like this, just a speckle, dirty look, and that's what the Sideshow 1-1 Endo head bust had, but theirs was just a little too speckled where it looked kind of fake. So here I'm glad that they did a little bit better with the paint job. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna try to get to the top here. As with the Sideshow Collectibles one, this one does not have any type of articulation, so all this is static. It doesn't move. But the detail on it is really done nicely. You have the cables right here running through the fingers. So really nice. The pistons, the bottom piece. There you go. So there's not much to this collectible. It's just pretty much the arm, the Terminator arm. So this is pretty much all I can say about it. I like it. It completed my Terminator collection, so it's one that I'll never sell. I'll keep it unless something else comes in better. But the last thing I want to show you is the light feature. So let me put the light on, and the button is right here. Press it in, and it's 3 LED lights. Bring it back around here. Oops. Alright, so 3 turn it here. 3 LED lights. I'm going to go ahead and close the drapes here so you guys can get the full effect of the lighting on this when in the dark. Show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is about as dark as I can go in this room. Let's see. So the light feature is really nice. It's definitely a lot better with the glass on top of it. So let me put the glass on it because the light will reflect off the top, kind of giving it a whole different look. Again, I'm getting a lot of glare, but if I can get into sections where, so as you can see right there, the lights do shine on the arm and they reflect off the top. So it does really look nice with the glass or the plexiglass on top of it. So for those of you looking to get this piece, I don't know if it's still available or not, but size wise what you're looking at is about let's see, I think we're definitely need a lot top space for this one, because you're looking at, if you display it with the glass, you're going to be looking at about almost 28.5. Without the glass piece, it's a little bit about 28 inches. So that glass does give it that extra lift. So if you're going to get this, have plenty of top space for it. It is a tall piece. So let me get back on here, spin it around one last time here for you guys, so I can get a good, there we go. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon. Bye.